The Jack Russell Terrier is a British breed of small terrier. It is principally white-bodied and smooth, rough or broken-coated, and can be any color. It derives from dogs bred and used for fox hunting in North Devon in the early 19th century by a country parson, Jack Russell, for whom the breed is named, and has similar origins to the modern fox terrier. Though closely similar, it is a distinct and different breed from the Parson Russell Terrier. Jack Russells are an energetic breed that rely on a high level of exercise and stimulation. They are relatively free from any serious health complaints. It has gone through several changes over the years, corresponding to different use and breed standards set by kennel clubs. Recognition by kennel clubs for the Jack Russell breed has been opposed by the breed's parent societies, which resulted in the breeding and recognition of the Parson Russell Terrier. Jack Russells have appeared many times in film, television, and print, with several historical dogs of note. The small white fox working terriers we know today were first bred by the Reverend John Jack Russell, a parson and hunting enthusiast born in 1795, and they can trace their origin to the now extinct English White Terrier. Difficulty in differentiating the dog from the creature it was pursuing brought about the need for a mostly white dog. And so in 1819, during his last year of university at Exeter College, Oxford, he purchased a small white and tan terrier female named Trump from a local milkman in the nearby small hamlet of Ellsfield or Marston. Trump epitomized his ideal fox terrier, which, at the time, was a term used for any terrier which was used to bolt foxes out of their burrows. Her coloring was described as white, with just a patch of dark tan over each eye and ear, whilst a similar dot, not larger than a penny piece, marks the root of the tail. Davies, a friend of Russell's, wrote, "Trump was such an animal as Russell had only seen in his dreams." She was the basis for a breeding program to develop a terrier with high stamina for the hunt as well as the courage and formation to chase out foxes that had gone to ground. By the 1850s, these dogs were recognized as a distinct breed. An important attribute in this dog was a tempered aggressiveness that would provide the necessary drive to pursue and bolt the fox, without resulting in physical harm to the quarry and effectively ending the chase, which was considered unsporting. Russell was said to have prided himself that his terriers never tasted blood. This line of terriers, developed by John Russell, was well respected for those qualities, and his dogs were often taken on by hunt enthusiasts. It is unlikely, however, that any dogs alive today can be proved to be descendants from Trump, as Russell was forced to sell all his dogs on more than one occasion because of financial difficulty, and had only 4 aged, and non-breeding, terriers left when he died in 1883. The Fox Terrier and Jack Russell Terrier type dogs of today are all descended from dogs of that period. However, documented pedigrees earlier than 1862 have not been found. Several records remain of documented breeding by John Russell between the 1860s and 1880s. The Fox Terrier Club was formed in 1875 with Russell as one of the founder members. Its breed standard was aspiration, and not a description of how the breed appeared then. By the start of the 20th century, the Fox Terrier had altered more towards the modern breed, but in some parts of the country the old style of John Russell's terriers remained. And it is from those dogs that the modern Jack Russell type has descended. Many breeds can claim heritage to the early Fox Terrier of this period, including the Brazilian Terrier, Japanese Terrier, Miniature Fox Terrier, Ratonero Bodeguero Andalas, Rat Terrier, and Tennerfield Terrier. Due to their working nature, Jack Russell Terriers remain much as they were some 200 years ago. They are sturdy, tough, and tenacious, measuring between 25 to 38 centimeters at the withers, and weigh of 6 to 8 pounds. The body length must be in proportion to the height, and the dog should present a compact, balanced image. Predominantly white in coloration with black and/or brown and/or tan markings, they exhibit either a smooth, rough, or a combination of both, which is known as a broken coat. A broken-coated dog may have longer hair on the tail or face than that which is seen on a smooth-coated dog. The head should be of moderate width at the ears, narrowing to the eyes, and slightly flat between the ears. There should be a defined but not overpronounced stop at the end of the muzzle where it meets the head, and a black nose. The jaw should be powerful and well-boned with a scissor bite and straight teeth. The eyes are almond-shaped and dark-colored and should be full of life and intelligence. Small shaped ears of moderate thickness are carried forward on the head. When the dog is alert, the tip of the V should not extend past the outer corner of the eyes. The tail is set high and in the past was docked to approximately 10 centimeters in order to provide a sufficient handhold for gripping the terrier. The Jack Russell should always appear balanced and alert. The red fox is the traditional quarry of the Jack Russell Terrier, so the working Jack Russell must be small enough to pursue it. Red foxes vary in size, but across the world, they average from 6 to 8 kilograms in weight and have an average chest size of 30 to 36 centimeters at the widest part. Jack Russells are first and foremost a working terrier. Originally bred to bolt foxes from their dens during hunts, they are used on numerous ground-dwelling quarry such as groundhog, badger, otter, and red and gray fox. The working Jack Russell Terrier is required to locate quarry in the earth, and then either bolt it or hold it in place until they are dug to. To accomplish this, the dog will not bark but will expect attention to the quarry continuously. Because the preservation of this working ability is of highest importance to most registered breeders, Jack Russells tend to be extremely intelligent, athletic, fearless, and vocal dogs. It is not uncommon for these dogs to become moody or destructive if not properly stimulated and exercised, as they have a tendency to bore easily and will often create their own fun when left alone to entertain themselves, leading to the semi-affectionate nickname among suburban pet dogs of Jack Russell Terrorist. Their high energy and drive make these dogs ideally suited to a number of different dog sports such as flyball or agility. Obedience classes are also recommended to potential owners, as Jack Russells can be stubborn at times and aggressive towards other animals and humans if not properly socialized. Despite their small size, these dogs are not recommended for the condominium or apartment dweller unless the owner is ready to take on the daunting task of providing the dog with the necessary amount of exercise and stimulation. They have a tremendous amount of energy for their size, a fact which can sometimes lead to trouble involving larger animals. The breed has a reputation for being healthy with a long lifespan. Breeders have protected the gene pool, and direct inline breeding has been prevented. Jack Russells can live from 13 to 16 years given proper care. However, certain lines have been noted for having specific health concerns and, therefore, could occur in any line or generation because of recessive genes. These issues can include hereditary cataracts, ectopia lentis, congenital deafness, patellar luxation, ataxia, myasthenia gravis, Leg-Cavapurtus syndrome, and von Willebrand disease. Being a hunt-driven dog, the Jack Russell will usually pursue most creatures that it encounters. This includes the skunk, and the breed is prone to skunk toxic shock syndrome. The chemical in the skunk spray is absorbed by the dog and causes the red blood cells to undergo hemolysis, which can occasionally lead to fatal anemia and kidney failure. If sprayed underground, it can also cause chemical burning of the cornea. Treatments are available to flush the toxin out of the dog's system. Lens luxation, also known as ectopia lentis, is the most common hereditary disorder in Jack Russell Terriers. Even so, this condition is not a common occurrence in the breed. Most frequently appearing in dogs between the ages of 3 and 8 years old, it is where the lens in one or both eyes becomes displaced. There are two types: posterior luxation, where the lens slips to the back of the eye, and anterior luxation, where the lens slips forward. Posterior luxation is the less severe of the two types, as the eye can appear normal although the dog's eyesight will be affected. In anterior luxation, the lens can slip forward and rub against the cornea, damaging it. Anterior luxation also has a high probability of causing glaucoma, which can lead to partial or complete blindness. Treatment is available and may include both medical and surgical options. Secondary lens luxation is caused by trauma to the eye and is not hereditary. Cataracts can affect any breed of dog and is the same condition as seen in humans. Here the lens of the eye hardens and is characterized by cloudiness in the eye. Cataracts will blur the dog's vision and can lead to permanent blindness if left untreated. While considered mainly a hereditary disease, it can also be caused by diabetes, old age, radiation, eye injury, or exposure to high temperatures. Differences from related breeds. The Parson Russell Terrier shares a common ancestry with the Jack Russell Terrier. The Jack Russell Terrier and Parson Russell Terrier breeds are similar, sharing a common origin, but have several marked differences, the most notable being the range of acceptable heights. Other differences in the Parson Russell can include a longer head and larger chest, as well as overall a larger body size. The height of a Parson Russell at the withers, according to the breed standard, is 30 to 36 centimeters, which places it within the range of the Jack Russell Terrier Club of America's standard size for a Jack Russell of 25 to 38 centimeters. However, the Parson Russell is a conformation show standard, whereas the Jack Russell standard is a more general working standard. The Russell Terrier, which is also sometimes called the English Jack Russell Terrier or the Short Jack Russell Terrier, is a generally smaller related breed. 41. Both the breed standards of the American Russell Terrier Club and the English Jack Russell Terrier Club Alliance states that at the withers it should be an ideal height of 20 to 30 centimeters. Although sometimes called the English or Irish Jack Russell Terrier, this is not the recognized height of Jack Russells in the United Kingdom. According to the Jack Russell Club of Great Britain's breed standard, it is the same size as the standard for Jack Russells in the United States, 25 to 38 centimeters. Compared to the Parson Russell Terrier, the Russell Terrier should always be longer than tall at the withers, whereas the Parson Russell's points should be of equal distance. The Sinologique Internationale standard for the Jack Russell Terrier has this smaller size listed as a requirement. Terrier man Eddie Chapman, who has hunted in Devon for more than 30 years, the same area that John Russell himself hunted, notes that, "I can state categorically that if given the choice, 99% of hunt terrier men would buy an under 12 in worker if it was available, over a 14-in-1. Thank you for joining us in this video. Comment what do you think about Jack Russells. If you liked the video, share it, give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and activate the notification bell. Your support will allow us to continue uploading more videos like these. Bye!